Right now, in this very moment, you have within you the power to change your entire life. Yes, you. The person reading these words, listening to this message. You possess an incredible, untapped potential that is just waiting to be unleashed. But here is the catch. That potential will remain dormant unless you force yourself to take action. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start tomorrow? How often have you put off your dreams, your goals, your deepest desires because it wasn't the right time, or you weren't ready, or you were afraid? We've all been there. We've all felt that hesitation, that fear, that doubt. But today, right here, right now, we are going to break through those barriers. You see, the universe does not reward intention. It rewards action. It is not enough to want something, to dream about it, to visualize it. Those are important first steps, absolutely. But they are just that. The real magic happens when you force yourself to take action, to move beyond the comfort of your thoughts and into the sometimes uncomfortable realm of doing. Think about it this way. Every great achievement in human history, every invention, every masterpiece, every act of courage, they all began with someone forcing themselves to take action. The Wright brothers did not just dream about flying. They built a plane. Martin Luther King Jr. did not just imagine equality. He marched for it. Mother Teresa did not just feel compassion. She dedicated her life to serving others. I am not saying you need to change the world overnight. That is not what this is about. This is about changing your world, your reality, your life. And that begins with one simple yet powerful decision. The decision to force yourself to take action. But why is it so hard? Why do we resist taking action even when we know it is what we need to do? The answer lies in our minds, in the stories we tell ourselves, in the limiting beliefs we've accumulated over the years. You see, from the moment we are born, we start absorbing messages from the world around us. Our parents, our teachers, our friends, society at large, they all contribute to shaping our beliefs about what we can and can't do, about what's possible and what's not. And over time, these beliefs become so ingrained that we mistake them for reality. But true beliefs are not reality. They are just thoughts, just ideas. And thoughts can be changed. Ideas can be challenged. You have the power to rewrite the script of your life, but only if you are willing to force yourself to take action. I can almost hear some of you thinking, but Wayne, you do not understand. My situation is different. I have real obstacles, real challenges. And to that I say, I hear you. I understand. Life is not always easy, and we all face our own unique set of circumstances. But let me share a secret with you. The size of your problem is never greater than your capacity to solve it. You see, when you force yourself to take action, you tap into a wellspring of creativity, resilience, and strength that you might not even know you possess. It is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you push past your comfort zone, every time you take that leap of faith, you are building your action-taking muscle. And here is the beautiful thing. Action begets action. Once you start, once you build that momentum, it becomes easier to keep going. It is like pushing a boulder up a hill. The first push is the hardest, but once you get it moving, it becomes easier to keep it rolling. So how do we begin? How do we force ourselves to take action when everything in us is screaming to stay safe, to stay comfortable? It starts with a shift in perspective. Instead of focusing on the end result, which can often feel overwhelming, focus on the next step. Just the next step. What's one small action you can take right now, today, that will move you closer to your goal? Maybe it is making that phone call you've been putting off. Maybe it is writing the first paragraph of that book you've always wanted to write. Maybe it is putting on your running shoes and going for a walk around the block. Whatever it is, do it. Take that step. Force yourself to take action. And as you do, pay attention to how you feel. Notice the sense of accomplishment, the surge of energy, the glimmer of possibility that comes from taking action. Let that feeling fuel you. Let it remind you that you are capable, that you are powerful, that you are the author of your own life story. If I want to address something that often holds us back from taking action, fear of failure, fear of success, fear of the unknown. These fears are natural, they are human. But here's what I want you to remember. Fear is just false evidence appearing real. When you force yourself to take action, you are challenging that false evidence. You are proving to yourself that you are stronger than your fears. And with each action you take, those fears begin to lose their power over you. Think about a time in your life when you were afraid to do something, but you did it anyway. Maybe it was public speaking, or asking someone out on a date, or applying for a job you thought was out of your league. Remember how you felt afterwards, even if things did not go perfectly. I bet you felt a sense of pride, a sense of accomplishment. That is the power of forcing yourself to take action. I want to be clear about something. Taking action does not mean being reckless or impulsive. It means being intentional, being purposeful. It means aligning your actions with your values, with your goals, with the person you want to become. This is where self-awareness comes in. Before you can force yourself to take action, you need to know what actions to take. And that requires introspection, reflection, and honesty with yourself. Ask yourself, what do I truly want? What are my deepest desires? What kind of life do I want to create for myself? These aren't easy questions, and the answers might not come immediately. But by forcing yourself to confront them, by taking the action of self-reflection, you are already setting the wheels in motion for profound change. Once you have clarity on what you want, the next step is to break it down into actionable steps. Remember, we are not trying to change everything overnight. We are looking for that next step, that one action we can take today. Let's say your goal is to write a book. The thought of writing an entire book can be overwhelming, but what about writing one page or even one paragraph? That is an action you can take today. And if you force yourself to take that action every day, before you know it, you'll have a completed manuscript. Or maybe your goal is to start a business. The idea of building a company from scratch might seem daunting. But what about researching your market or sketching out a business plan? These are actions you can take right now, actions that will move you closer to your goal. The key is to start small, but to start. To force yourself to take that first step, and then the next, and then the next. Because here is the truth. The journey of 1,000 miles does not begin with a single step. It begins with the decision to take that step. I want to address something that often comes up when we talk about taking action. Perfectionism. Many of us use the pursuit of perfection as an excuse not to act. We tell ourselves that we are not ready, that conditions aren't perfect, that we need to learn more or prepare more before we can start. But here is no such thing as perfect conditions. There is no such thing as being perfectly ready. Life is messy, unpredictable, and full of surprises. If you wait for everything to be perfect before you take action, you'll be waiting forever. Instead, embrace imperfection. Embrace the messiness of life. Force yourself to take action, even when things aren't ideal, even when you do not feel totally prepared. Because the truth is, you grow by acting. You become ready by starting before you're ready. Think about a child learning to walk. They do not wait until they've perfected their balance before taking their first step. They stumble, they fall, they get back up, and they try again. And through that process of taking action, of forcing themselves to keep trying, they eventually learn to walk, to run, to dance. The same principle applies to us as adults. We learn by doing, we grow by acting, we become the person we want to be by forcing ourselves to take action, even when it is uncomfortable, even when we are afraid, even when we are not sure of the outcome. I want to talk about something that is crucial when it comes to forcing yourself to take action. Self-love and self-compassion. You see, many of us have a tendency to be our own harshest critics. We beat ourselves up when we fall short, when we make mistakes, when things do not go as planned. But here is the truth. You can't hate yourself into positive change. You can't criticize yourself into taking action. Real lasting change comes from a place of self-love, of self-acceptance. When you force yourself to take action, do it from a place of love. Do it because you value yourself, because you believe in your potential, because you know you deserve to live your best life. And when things do not go as planned, because sometimes they won't, treat yourself with kindness. And remember, taking action is not about being perfect. It is about being in motion, about moving forward, about growing and learning. Every action you take, every step forward is a victory. Celebrate those victories, no matter how small they might seem. Let's talk about something that often holds us back from taking action. The opinions of others. We live in a world where everyone has an opinion, and thanks to social media, everyone has a platform to share those opinions. It is easy to get caught up in what others think, to let their judgments and criticisms hold us back. The only opinion about your life that really matters is your own. You are the one who has to live with the consequences of your actions or your inactions. You are the one who has to look in the mirror every morning. You are the one who knows what's in your heart, what you're truly capable of. So when you force yourself to take action, do it for you. Not to prove something to others, not to gain their approval, but because it aligns with your values, your goals, your vision for your life. When you force yourself to take action, when you start moving towards your goals and dreams, you might face resistance from others. Sometimes the people closest to us can be the most resistant to our growth, not because they do not love us, but because our change challenges their own sense of comfort and security. But remember this, your growth, your evolution, your willingness to force yourself to take action, it can be inspiring to others. It can give them permission to pursue their own dreams. to take their own actions. By forcing yourself to take action, you are not just changing your own life. You are potentially changing the lives of those around you. I want to address something that is crucial when it comes to taking action: consistency. It is not enough to take action once or even a few times. Real change, real growth comes from consistent action over time. If you want to get in shape, going to the gym once is not going to do much. But if you force yourself to go regularly, if you make it a habit, you'll start to see results. The same principle applies to any goal, any dream, any change you want to make in your life. Consistency is where the real magic happens. It is where small actions compound over time to create massive results. It is where you build momentum, where you develop new habits, where you literally rewire your brain to make taking action feel natural and automatic. But here's the thing about consistency. It is not always easy. There will be days when you do not feel like taking action, days when you are tired or discouraged or distracted, and that is okay. That is normal. That is human. The key is to force yourself to take action anyway, to remind yourself why you started, why this matters to you, to focus on the person you are becoming, not just the goal you are pursuing. And on those days, when it feels particularly hard to take action, when your motivation is low and your doubts are high, that is when you need to tap into your discipline. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. But discipline, the ability to force yourself to take action, even when you do not feel like it, that is what will carry you through. Let's talk about something that is crucial when it comes to taking action: mindfulness. In our fast-paced, constantly connected world, it is easy to get caught up in a whirlwind of activity without really being present. We can find ourselves taking action out of habit or obligation or fear rather than from a place of intention and purpose. But when you force yourself to take action mindfully, when you bring your full awareness to what you are doing and why you are doing it, that is when you tap into your true power. That is when your actions become aligned with your deepest values and desires. Mindfulness allows you to be fully present in each moment, to fully experience each action you take. It allows you to learn from your experiences, to adjust your course as needed, to celebrate your progress along the way. So as you force yourself to take action, practice being present. Notice how you feel as you take each step. Pay attention to the thoughts that arise, the sensations in your body, the world around you. This mindful awareness can transform even the most mundane actions into powerful steps on your journey of growth and self-discovery. I want to address something that often comes up when we talk about taking action: the fear of making the wrong choice. Many of us get paralyzed by indecision, afraid that if we choose one path, we might be missing out on something better. But here is the truth. There is no such thing as a wrong choice when you're taking action towards your goals and dreams. Every action you take, every choice you make, is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to get clearer on what you want and who you want to be. Even if an action does not lead to the result you expected, it still moves you forward. It still teaches you something valuable. It still builds your confidence and your capacity to take future action. So instead of worrying about making the right choice, focus on making a choice and then making it right through your actions and your attitude. Force yourself to take action and then commit fully to that action. Give it your all. Learn from it, grow from it. Remember, life is not a straight line. It is a series of twists and turns, of unexpected detours and surprising discoveries. By forcing yourself to take action, you are not just moving towards a specific goal. You are opening yourself up to a world of possibilities you might never have imagined. Let's talk about something that is crucial when it comes to taking action: resilience. When you force yourself to take action, especially towards big goals or dreams, you are going to face obstacles. You are going to experience setbacks. You are going to have moments of doubt and discouragement. But here is what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who don't. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to learn from failures, to keep moving forward even when things get tough. Resilience is not something you are born with. It is something you develop. And you develop it by forcing yourself to take action, by facing challenges head-on, by refusing to give up even when things get hard. Every time you force yourself to take action in the face of adversity, you are building your resilience muscle. You are proving to yourself that you are stronger than you thought, more capable than you believe. You are developing the grit and determination that will carry you through any challenge. So when you face obstacles, and you will, do not see them as stop signs. See them as opportunities to grow stronger, to become more resilient, to recommit to your goals and dreams. I want to address something that I often overlook when we talk about taking action: the importance of rest and self-care. In our achievement-oriented society, it is easy to fall into the trap of constant doing, of pushing ourselves relentlessly without taking time to recharge. But here's this true self to take action does not mean running yourself into the ground. It does not mean ignoring your physical, emotional, and spiritual needs. In fact, taking care of yourself is one of the most important actions you can take. When you prioritize self-care, whether that is getting enough sleep, eating nutritious food, exercising, meditating, or simply taking time to do things you enjoy, you are refueling yourself. You are giving yourself the energy and resources you need to keep taking action towards your goals. So as you force yourself to take action, also force yourself to rest. Force yourself to take care of your body, your mind, your spirit, because the healthier and more balanced you are, the more effective your actions will be. Let's talk about something that is crucial when it comes to taking action: the power of your thoughts. You see, before you can force yourself to take action in the external world, you need to take action in your internal world, in your mind. Your thoughts create your reality. They shape your beliefs, your attitudes, your emotions, and these, in turn, influence your actions. So if you want to force yourself to take action, start by taking action in your mind. Start by consciously choosing thoughts that empower you, that inspire you, that remind you of your potential and your worth. This does not mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It means reframing challenges as opportunities, seeing obstacles as stepping stones, viewing setbacks as valuable lessons. It means cultivating a mindset that supports and encourages action rather than one that breeds hesitation and doubt. Remember, your mind is like a garden. The thoughts you nurture are the seeds you plant. If you want a garden full of beautiful, thriving plants, you need to plant the right seeds and tend to them consistently. The same is true for your mind. Plant thoughts of action, of possibility, of growth, and watch how they blossom into tangible results in your life. Let's discuss the role of patience in taking action. In our instant gratification culture, it is easy to get discouraged when we do not see immediate results from our actions. But real, lasting change takes time. It is a process, not an event. Think about a farmer planting seeds. He does not expect to see a fully grown crop the next day. He knows that growth happens underground, out of sight, long before any visible signs appear. The same is true for the actions you take towards your goals. Even when you can't see immediate results, trust that your actions are creating change beneath the surface. This is where faith comes in. Not necessarily religious faith, but faith in yourself, faith in the process, faith in the power of consistent action. When you force yourself to take action day after day, even when you can't see immediate results, you are exercising this faith. You're saying to yourself and to the universe, I believe in my ability to create change. I trust that my actions are making a difference. Let's talk about the importance of flexibility when it comes to taking action. While it is crucial to have clear goals and a plan to achieve them, it is equally important to remain flexible in your approach. Life has a way of throwing curveballs, and the ability to adapt your actions to changing circumstances is a valuable skill. This does not mean abandoning your goals at the first sign of difficulty. It means being willing to adjust your course, to try new approaches, to learn and grow as you go. Sometimes the action you need to take might look different than what you initially envisioned. That is okay. What matters is that you are moving forward, that you are continuing to take action despite the obstacles. Let's address the power of accountability in forcing yourself to take action. It is all one thing to make promises to yourself. It is another to make commitments to others. When you share your goals and your action plans with others, create a sense of accountability that can be incredibly motivating. This could mean finding an accountability partner, someone who shares similar goals and can check in with you regularly. It could mean joining a group or community of like-minded individuals who are also committed to taking action in their life. Or it could simply mean telling your friends and family about your goals and asking them to support you and check in on your progress. Let's explore the concept of inspired action. While forcing yourself to take action is important, there is a special kind of magic that happens when your actions are inspired by a deep sense of purpose or passion. When you are aligned with your true self, when you are pursuing goals that genuinely excite you, taking action becomes less of a chore and more of a joy. This does not mean every action will feel easy or fun, but when you are inspired, you'll find that you have more energy, more resilience, more creativity to bring to your action. You'll be more likely to persevere through challenges because you are deeply connected to why you are taking action in the first place. So as you force yourself to take action, regularly check in with your deeper motivations. Are your actions aligned with your values, your passions, your sense of purpose? If not, it might be time to reassess and realign. Let's talk about the power of celebration in maintaining momentum. When you force yourself to take action, especially towards big, long-term goals, it is easy to get caught up in always looking ahead to the next step, the next challenge. But it is crucial to take time to celebrate your progress, no matter how small it might seem. Celebration is not just about feeling good, although that is important too. It is about reinforcing the connection between taking action and positive outcomes. It is about training your brain to associate action with reward, making it easier to force yourself to take action in the future. So celebrate your wins, big and small. Acknowledge the courage it took to take that first step. Recognize the discipline it requires to keep going day after day. Pat yourself on the back for the times you forced yourself to take action, even when you did not feel like it. Let's discuss the importance of learning from your actions. Every action you take, whether it leads to success or apparent failure, is an opportunity to learn and grow. The key is to approach your actions with a curiosity, a willingness to examine what worked, what did not. This reflective practice can help you refine your approach, making your future actions more effective. It can help you identify patterns, both positive and negative, in your behavior. And it can help you develop a deeper understanding of yourself and your capabilities. Now let's explore the concept of inspired action. While forcing yourself to take action is important, there is a special kind of magic that happens when your actions are inspired by a deep sense of purpose or passion. When you are aligned with your true self, when you are pursuing goals that genuinely excite you, taking action becomes less of a chore and more of a joy. This does not mean every action will feel easy or fun, but when you're inspired, you'll find that you have more energy, more resilience, more creativity to bring to your actions. You'll be more likely to persevere through challenges because you are deeply connected to why you are taking action in the first place. So as you force yourself to take action, regularly check in with your deeper motivations. Are your actions aligned with your values, your passions, your sense of purpose? If not, it might be time to reassess and realign. Let's talk about the ripple effect of taking action. When you force yourself to take action, you are not just changing your own life. You are potentially influencing the lives of those around you. Your actions can inspire others, can show them what's possible, can encourage them to take action in their own lives. Think about it. How many times have you been motivated to take action because you saw someone else doing something inspiring? By forcing yourself to take action, you become that inspiration for others. You become a living example of what's possible when someone decides to move beyond their comfort zone and pursue their dreams. Now let's address the role of forgiveness in taking action. There will be times when you falter, when you do not take the action you intended to take. It is important in these moments to practice self-forgiveness. Beating yourself up over missed actions or perceived failures only makes it harder to take action in the future. Instead, approach these moments with compassion and curiosity. What got in the way of taking action? What can you learn from this experience? How can you set yourself up for success next time? By forgiving yourself and focusing on learning and growth, you maintain the positive momentum that is so crucial for consistent action. Let's explore the concept of aligned action. This is about ensuring that the actions you are forcing yourself to take are in harmony with your values, your goals, and your overall vision for your life. It is easy to get caught up in taking action for the sake of action, but not all actions are created equal. Aligned action is powerful because it moves you towards your goals while also feeling authentic and meaningful. It is the kind of action that energizes you even as it challenges you. Are the actions you are taking aligned with who you are and who you want to become? If not, it might be time to reassess and realign your actions. Now, let's talk about the power of visualization in taking action. Before you physically take action, take a moment to visualize yourself doing it. See yourself taking that step, making that call, writing that page. Feel the emotions you'll feel as you take action. Imagine the sense of accomplishment and pride you'll experience. This mental rehearsal can make it easier to force yourself to take action when the time comes. It can help you overcome fear and hesitation by making the action feel more familiar and achievable. Plus, it can help you identify potential obstacles and plan how to overcome. Let's discuss the importance of environment in taking action. Your surroundings can either support or hinder your efforts to take action. Are you surrounded by people who encourage and inspire you? Is your physical space conducive to the actions you need to take? Do you have the tools and resources you need readily available? Take some time to assess your environment and make changes where necessary. Create a space that supports and encourages action. Surround yourself with reminders of your goals and the reasons why you are taking action. Make it as easy as possible for yourself to take the actions you need to take. Let's explore the concept of incremental action. Sometimes the actions we need to take can feel overwhelming. In these moments, it is important to remember that even the smallest action moves you forward. If you can't do everything, do something. If you can't take a big step, take a tiny one. These incremental actions add up over time. They build momentum. They create change. And most importantly, they keep you moving forward. So do not underestimate the power of small actions. Force yourself to take them, knowing that each one brings you closer to your goals. Let's talk about the role of gratitude in taking action. When you approach your actions with a sense of gratitude, you shift your focus from what you have to do to what you get to do. This subtle shift can make a big difference in your motivation and your ability to force yourself to take action. Practice gratitude for the opportunity to take action, for the ability to pursue your goals, for the strength to push through challenges. Be grateful for the lessons you learn from your actions, even when things do not go as planned. This attitude of gratitude can fuel your actions and make the journey more enjoyable. Now, let's address the importance of authenticity in taking action. It is not just about forcing yourself to take any action. It is about taking actions that are true to who you are. Actions that reflect your values, your passions, your unique gifts and talents. When your actions are authentic, they feel less like a chore and more like an expression of your true self. They energize you rather than drain you. They feel meaningful and purposeful. So as you force yourself to take action, make sure those actions are a genuine expression of who you are and who you want to become. Let's explore the concept of inspired action. While forcing yourself to take action is important, there is a special kind of magic that happens when your actions are inspired by a deep sense of purpose or passion. When you are aligned with your true self, when you are pursuing goals that genuinely excite you, taking action becomes less of a chore and more of a joy. This does not mean every action will feel easy or fun. But when you're inspired, you'll find that you have more energy, more resilience, more creativity to bring to your actions. You'll be more likely to persevere through challenges because you are deeply connected to why you are taking action in the first place. So as you force yourself to take action, regularly check in with your deeper motivations. Are your actions aligned with your values, your passions, your sense of purpose? If not, it might be time to reassess and realign. Let's talk about the power of momentum in taking action. When you first force yourself to take action, it might feel difficult, like pushing a boulder uphill. But as you consistently take action, you build momentum. Each action becomes a little easier than the last. You start to build habits and routines that support your goals. This momentum is precious. It is what carries you through the tough times, what keeps you moving forward, even when motivation is low. So once you start taking action, do everything you can to maintain that momentum. Make taking action a non-negotiable part of your daily life. Let's discuss the importance of balance in taking action. While it is crucial to force yourself to take action towards your goals, it is equally important to maintain balance in your life. This means taking care of your physical and mental health, nurturing your relationships, and making time for rest and relaxation. Balance does not mean giving equal time to everything. It means giving appropriate time to the various aspects of your life that are important to you. It means recognizing that sustainable action requires periods of rest and renewal. So as you force yourself to take action, also force yourself to maintain balance. Let's explore the concept of inspired action. While forcing yourself to take action is important, there is a special kind of magic that happens when your actions are inspired by a deep sense of purpose or passion. When you are aligned with your true self, when you are pursuing goals that genuinely excite you, taking action becomes less of a chore and more of a joy. This does not mean every action will feel easy or fun, but when you are inspired, you'll find that you have more energy, more resilience, more creativity to bring to your action. You'll be more likely to persevere through challenges because you are deeply connected to why you are taking action in the first place. So as you force yourself to take action, regularly check in with your deeper motivations. Are your actions aligned with your values, your passions, your sense of purpose? If not, it might be time to reassess and realign. Let's talk about the power of community in taking action. While ultimately, the decision to take action is a personal one, having a supportive community can make a world of difference. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, who believe in you even when you doubt yourself. This community can provide encouragement when you are struggling, celebrate your successes with you, and offer valuable insights and perspectives. They can hold you accountable and remind you of your goals when you lose sight of them. So as you force yourself to take action, also force yourself to cultivate and nurture a supportive community. Let's address the role of intuition in taking action. While it is important to have plans and strategies, it is equally important to trust your gut. Sometimes the action you need to take might not make logical sense, but it feels right on a deeper level. Learning to trust and act on your intuition is a skill that can serve you well in all areas of life. It can guide you towards opportunities you might have otherwise overlooked. It can help you navigate complex situations where the path forward is not clear. So as you force yourself to take action, also force yourself to tune into and trust your intuition. Let's explore the concept of inspired action. While forcing yourself to take action is important, there is a special kind of magic that happens when your actions are inspired by a deep sense of purpose or passion. When you are aligned with your true self, when you are pursuing goals that genuinely excite you, taking action becomes less of a chore and more of a joy. This does not mean every action will feel easy or fun, but when you are inspired, you'll find that you have more energy, more resilience, more creativity to bring to your actions. You'll be more likely to persevere through challenges because you are deeply connected to why you're taking action in the first place. So as you force yourself to take action, regularly check in with your deeper motivations. Are your actions aligned with your values, your passions, your sense of purpose? If not, it might be time to reassess and realign. As we draw this speech to a close, I want to leave you with this final thought. The power to change your life, to achieve your dreams, to become the person you've always wanted to be. It all begins with your willingness to force yourself to take action. Not tomorrow, not when conditions are perfect, but right now in this very moment. Remember, you are the author of your own life story. Every action you take is a sentence in that story. So make it a story worth telling. Make it a story of courage, of perseverance, of transformation. Make it a story of someone who dared to force themselves to take action, who dared to pursue their dreams, who dared to live life on their own terms. You have everything you need within you right now to take that first step, to force yourself to take action. So what are you waiting for? Your future self is counting on you. The world is waiting for the unique gifts only you can bring. It is time to force yourself to take action. It is time to begin.